What if I told you that the difference between where you are now and where you want to be is not talent or luck, but consistency? In this audiobook, we'll explore how consistency can transform your life and give you the tools to make it happen. Consistency is the hidden force behind every great achievement. Did you know that studies have shown that consistent daily practice can lead to a 400% increase in skill level over just a few months? This simple yet powerful truth can revolutionize your approach to success. You're about to embark on a journey that will reshape your approach to personal growth and success. By mastering consistency, you'll unlock doors you never knew existed. Your relationships will deepen, your career will flourish, and your personal goals will become achievable realities. But here's the catch. Consistency isn't always easy. It requires dedication, focus, and a shift in mindset. That's why we're here to guide you through the process, step by step. Are you ready to harness the power of consistency and create the life you truly desire? Chapter 1. Why we struggle with consistency. You're ready to harness the power of consistency. But have you ever wondered why it feels so challenging? Why do we often start with enthusiasm, only to find ourselves struggling to maintain that initial spark? Let's explore the hidden barriers that keep us from becoming the consistent powerhouses we are meant to be. Imagine yourself at the beginning of a new journey. You're filled with excitement, motivation coursing through your veins. You're unstoppable, right? But as days turn into weeks, that fire begins to dim. Sound familiar? This fading motivation is one of the most common roadblocks on the path to consistency. But why does this happen? It's as if our minds are playing a trick on us. We're wired for immediate gratification, a leftover from our evolutionary past when quick decisions meant survival. This wiring makes it difficult to prioritize long-term goals over short-term pleasures. It's like having a constant battle between your present self and your future self. Think about the last time you chose to watch another episode of your favorite show instead of working on that important project. Your brain was simply following its natural inclination towards immediate reward. But don't worry, this doesn't mean you're doomed to inconsistency forever. Another major hurdle is our tendency to let distractions derail us. In today's world, we're bombarded with notifications, emails, and endless scrolling opportunities. Each ping and vibration is a potential consistency killer, pulling us away from our intended path. But here's where it gets interesting. Consistency isn't just about willpower or discipline. It's a skill that can be learned and mastered. Just like you can train your muscles to lift heavier weights, you can train your mind to become more consistent. Consider this. Students who complete 100% of their homework consistently perform better, regardless of their innate talent. Why? Because they've developed the skill of showing up every day, treating their work as non-negotiable. They've mastered the art of consistency. Now, you might be thinking, that's great for them, but I'm different. I have my own unique challenges. And you're right. We all face our own personal battles with consistency. Maybe you struggle with self-doubt, or perhaps you find it hard to stay motivated when you're not seeing immediate results. But here's the truth. These challenges are not insurmountable. They're simply signposts, pointing you towards areas where you can grow and improve. Each obstacle is an opportunity to strengthen your consistency muscle. One of the most powerful tools in your consistency arsenal is accountability. As social beings, we care deeply about how others perceive us. By sharing your goals with someone else, a friend, a mentor, or a coach, you're creating an external motivation to stay on track. It's like having a personal cheerleader and referee rolled into one. But accountability isn't just about avoiding disapproval. It's about creating a support system that believes in you, even when you're struggling to believe in yourself. It's about having someone to celebrate your wins and help you navigate your setbacks. Speaking of setbacks, let's address the elephant in the room: procrastination. We've all been there, putting off important tasks until the last minute. But procrastination isn't a character flaw. It's a coping mechanism. It's your brain's way of avoiding discomfort or uncertainty. Understanding this can be a game changer. Instead of beating yourself up for procrastinating, you can start to explore the underlying reasons. Are you afraid of failure? Overwhelmed by the task? Once you identify the root cause, you can develop strategies to overcome it. Remember, becoming consistent isn't about perfection. It's about progress. It's about showing up day after day, even when you don't feel like it. It's about understanding that your identity isn't fixed, but fluid. You have the power to shape who you are through your daily actions and choices. Chapter 2. The Pillars of Unbreakable Consistency. Now that you understand why consistency can be challenging, let's explore the foundation that will support your journey to unwavering dedication. Have you ever wondered what separates those who achieve their goals consistently from those who struggle? The answer lies in a set of powerful principles that, when understood and applied, can transform your approach to consistency. Imagine consistency as a magnificent structure, standing tall and unshakable. What would be the pillars supporting this structure? These pillars are the key principles that will guide you towards becoming unstoppable in your pursuit of consistency. The first pillar is the power of speed in execution. But don't be misled. This isn't about rushing through tasks. It's about bridging the gap between your thoughts and actions. How often have you had a great idea, only to let it slip away because you didn't act on it quickly enough? By reducing the time between conception and action, you create momentum that propels you forward. Next, we have the pillar of accountability. This principle acts as a powerful motivator, pushing you to stay on track even when your inner resolve wavers. Think about it. How much more likely are you to follow through on a commitment when you know someone else is counting on you? By embracing accountability, you tap into a wellspring of motivation that can carry you through the toughest challenges. The third pillar is goal setting with intention. Without clear, well-defined goals, consistency becomes an aimless endeavor. It's like trying to navigate a ship without a destination in mind. By setting specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals, you create a roadmap for your consistency journey. Prioritization forms our fourth pillar. In a world filled with endless distractions and competing demands, the ability to focus on what truly matters is invaluable. By learning to arrange your tasks based on their importance and urgency, you ensure that your consistent efforts are directed towards your most critical objectives. The fifth pillar is progress tracking. How can you know if you're moving forward if you don't measure your steps? By recording your progress, you create a tangible record of your consistency. This not only provides motivation, but also helps you identify areas where you might need to adjust your approach. Our sixth pillar is the creation of a distraction-free environment. In today's hyper-connected world, distractions are everywhere. By carving out a dedicated space and time for your consistent efforts, you set yourself up for success. The seventh and final pillar is patience and self-forgiveness. Consistency isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. There will be days when you falter, but the key is to pick yourself up and keep moving forward. By cultivating patience and learning to forgive yourself for small setbacks, you build resilience that will serve you well on your consistency journey. These pillars work together, reinforcing each other to create an unshakable foundation for consistency. Think of them as the ingredients in a powerful recipe for success. Just as a chef combines various elements to create a masterpiece, you'll be blending these principles to craft your own consistency blueprint. Understanding these foundations is crucial because they provide a framework for your efforts. They give you a clear direction, helping you navigate the challenges that inevitably arise on the path to consistency. With these pillars in place, you're not just hoping for consistency, you're strategically building it. Remember, consistency isn't something you're born with. It's a skill you can develop. By embracing these pillars, you're taking the first step towards mastering this skill. You're laying the groundwork for a future where consistency becomes second nature, where showing up every day and doing the work becomes as natural as breathing. So, are you ready to start building your consistency structure? With these pillars as your foundation, you're well equipped to create a future where your goals aren't just dreams, but achievable realities. The journey to unbreakable consistency starts now. And with these principles as your guide, success is within your reach. Chapter 3. Crafting your consistency blueprint. Now that you understand the pillars of consistency, are you ready to build your own blueprint for success? Imagine having a personalized roadmap that guides you towards your goals, day after day. This is where the magic happens, where theory meets practice, and your dreams start to take shape in reality. Creating your consistency blueprint isn't about following someone else's path. It's about crafting a routine that resonates with your unique rhythm and aspirations. Think of it as designing a custom-fit suit for your life. It should feel comfortable, look great, and help you perform at your best. But where do you start? The key lies in aligning your daily routine with your goals. Ask yourself, what do you want to achieve? Whether it's improving your health, advancing your career, or nurturing your relationships, your routine should reflect these priorities. Let's paint a picture of what this might look like. Imagine waking up each morning with a clear purpose. Instead of hitting the snooze button, you rise with intention, knowing that each action you take is a step towards your dreams. Your morning routine might include meditation to center your mind, followed by exercise to energize your body. Perhaps you dedicate time to reading or learning, feeding your mind with knowledge that propels you forward. But a consistency-promoting routine isn't just about mornings. It's about structuring your entire day in a way that supports your goals. This might mean scheduling focused work sessions when your energy is at its peak, or setting aside time for self-care when you need to recharge. Remember, the most effective routines are those that feel natural and sustainable. If you're not a morning person, don't force yourself into a 5 a.m. wake-up call just because someone else swears by it. Your consistency blueprint should work with your natural rhythms, not against them. Consider the power of habit stacking, linking new habits to existing ones. If you want to start a journaling practice, you might pair it with your morning coffee. By anchoring new behaviors to established routines, you make consistency feel effortless. As you craft your blueprint, be mindful of potential obstacles. What tends to derail your efforts? Is it social media notifications, unexpected work demands, or simply fatigue? By identifying these challenges in advance, you can build strategies to overcome them into your routine. Flexibility is also crucial. Life doesn't always go according to plan, and your consistency blueprint should be adaptable. Think of it as a living document, one that evolves as you grow and your circumstances change. Don't forget the power of environment in shaping your routine. Create spaces that support your goals. If you're aiming to write more, set up a dedicated writing nook. If fitness is your focus, lay out your workout clothes the night before. Your surroundings can either reinforce or undermine your consistency efforts. As you implement your blueprint, pay attention to how it feels. Does it energize you or drain you? Are you seeing progress towards your goals? Be willing to adjust and refine your routine based on what you observe. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Some days, you'll execute your routine flawlessly. Other days, you might stumble. What matters is that you keep showing up, day after day, guided by your personalized consistency blueprint. By crafting a routine that aligns with your goals and respects your individual needs, you're not just building consistency. You're designing a life that truly reflects your values and aspirations. Your consistency blueprint is more than just a schedule. It's a powerful tool for transformation. Are you ready to start building? Chapter 4: How to Overcome Obstacles. You've crafted your consistency blueprint, but have you considered the hidden traps that might derail your progress? Just as a skilled navigator must anticipate stormy weather, you too must prepare for the obstacles that threaten your journey towards unbreakable consistency. Picture this. You're sailing smoothly towards your goals when suddenly a fierce wind of procrastination hits. Your motivation wanes, and you find yourself putting off important tasks. Sound familiar? This is just one of the many consistency killers that lurk in the shadows of your success. But what if I told you that these obstacles aren't roadblocks, but stepping stones? Each challenge you face is an opportunity to strengthen your consistency muscle. Let's unveil these hidden saboteurs and arm you with the tools to overcome them. One of the most insidious enemies of consistency is the loss of initial motivation. Remember that burst of excitement when you first set your goals? It's natural for that initial spark to dim over time. The key is to understand that motivation isn't a constant flame, but a fire that needs regular tending. Distractions are another formidable foe. In our hyper-connected world, every ping and notification is a potential derailment of your focus. Creating a dedicated workspace and setting boundaries around your time can be powerful shields against these attention thieves. Perhaps you've experienced the frustration of lacking a clear plan. Without a roadmap, it's easy to lose your way. The antidote? Break your goals into smaller, manageable steps. Each mini milestone becomes a victory, fueling your journey forward. The inability to prioritize can leave you feeling overwhelmed, scattering your energy in too many directions. Learning to discern between urgent and important tasks is crucial. Remember, not everything that shouts for your attention deserves it. Now, let's talk about a secret weapon in your consistency arsenal: accountability. Imagine having a trusted ally who holds you to your commitments, celebrates your wins, and helps you navigate setbacks. This external support can be the difference between giving up and pushing through. But what about those days when consistency feels impossible? This is where the power of habit stacking comes into play. By linking new habits to existing ones, you create a chain of positive behaviors that carry you forward, even on your toughest days. Consider the story of a struggling entrepreneur who transformed her business by implementing a simple morning routine. By dedicating the first hour of each day to her most important task, she overcame procrastination and saw her productivity soar. Or think about the aspiring writer who finally finished his novel by committing to writing just 500 words a day, no matter what. By breaking his goal into manageable chunks and tracking his progress, he turned an overwhelming task into a series of small victories. These real-life examples show that consistency isn't about perfection, but persistence. It's about getting back up when you stumble, learning from your setbacks, and moving forward with renewed determination. Remember, the path to consistency isn't always smooth. There will be days when your motivation wavers, when distractions seem overwhelming, or when your plans go awry. But by identifying these obstacles and arming yourself with strategies to overcome them, you're already halfway to victory. Your journey towards unbreakable consistency is unique. The challenges you face are personal to you, but so are your strengths. By understanding the common pitfalls and equipping yourself with tools to navigate them, You're not just avoiding obstacles, you're building resilience. As you continue on your path, remember that each challenge you overcome is a testament to your growing strength. Every time you choose consistency over comfort, you're reshaping your future. The power to create lasting change lies within you, waiting to be unleashed. Chapter 5. The Compound Effect. How consistency shapes your future. Now that you've learned to identify and overcome obstacles, you might be wondering, what's the ultimate payoff for all this effort? What if I told you that consistency isn't just about achieving your goals, but about completely transforming your future? Think of consistency as a magic seed. When you plant it and nurture it daily, it doesn't just grow into a single flower. Instead, it blossoms into an entire garden of opportunities. This is the essence of the compound effect, the principle that small, consistent actions, when repeated over time, can lead to extraordinary results. Imagine you're standing at the base of a mountain. The peak seems impossibly far away. But what if, instead of trying to leap to the top in one bound, you simply took one step forward each day? At first, your progress might seem insignificant. You might even feel discouraged, looking up and seeing how far you still have to go. But here's the secret. Each step builds upon the last. Before you know it, you've climbed higher than you ever thought possible. This is how consistency shapes your future. It's not about making huge leaps, but about steady, relentless progress. Every small action you take is like a drop of water. A single drop might not seem like much, but over time, those drops can carve canyons and fill oceans. Consider the story of a struggling artist who committed to practicing her craft for just 15 minutes every day. At first, the improvement was barely noticeable, but as weeks turned into months and months into years, her skills grew exponentially. Those 15-minute sessions compounded into mastery, leading to gallery showings and a thriving career she once only dreamed of. Or think about the power of consistent saving and investing. A small amount set aside each month might not feel significant in the moment, but given time and the magic of compound interest, those modest contributions can grow into a substantial nest egg, providing financial security and freedom. The compound effect doesn't just apply to tangible skills or financial goals. It's equally powerful in shaping your character and relationships. Imagine the impact of consistently showing kindness to others or regularly expressing gratitude. Over time, these small acts compound to create a ripple effect, transforming not just your life, but the lives of those around you. But here's the catch. The compound effect works both ways. Just as positive actions compound into success, negative habits can accumulate into failure. This is why awareness and intention are so crucial in your consistency journey. The beauty of the compound effect is that it doesn't require superhuman effort or extraordinary talent. It simply asks for your commitment to show up day after day and put in the work. It's about trusting the process, even when results aren't immediately visible. Remember, success is rarely the result of a single, monumental effort. More often, it's the product of small, consistent actions, compounded over time. By embracing this principle, you're not just working towards your goals, you're actively shaping your future, one small step at a time. So, as you continue on your consistency journey, keep this powerful truth in mind. Every action you take, no matter how small, is a building block for your future. Your consistent efforts are like drops in a bucket. At first, you might not notice much change, but keep at it, and soon enough, that bucket will overflow with success, transforming your life in ways you never thought possible. Chapter 6. How to never lose your consistency. You've discovered the power of consistency and its potential to transform your life. But what happens when that initial spark of motivation starts to fade? How do you keep your consistency engine running smoothly, even when faced with obstacles and challenges? Imagine your journey towards consistency as a long road trip. You've got your map, you've filled up your tank, and you're ready to go. But to reach your destination, you need to keep that engine running. This is where sustainable motivation strategies come into play. Think of motivation as the fuel that powers your consistency engine. Without it, even the best-laid plans can sputter to a halt. But here's the thing. Motivation isn't a finite resource. It's something you can cultivate and replenish if you know how. Let's start by understanding the two types of fuel for your motivation engine: intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation comes from within. It's the joy you feel when you're doing something you love, the sense of accomplishment when you overcome a challenge. Extrinsic motivation, on the other hand, comes from external factors, rewards, recognition, or avoiding negative consequences. Both types of motivation have their place, but intrinsic motivation is like high-octane fuel for your consistency engine. When you're driven by internal factors, you're more likely to persist, even when the going gets tough. So how can you tap into this powerful source of motivation? One effective strategy is to connect your daily actions to your bigger why. Why are you striving for consistency in the first place? What dreams and aspirations are you working towards? By regularly reminding yourself of your ultimate goals, you can reignite that inner fire, even on days when your motivation feels low. Another powerful tool is the practice of visualization. Close your eyes and imagine yourself having achieved your goal. What does it feel like? What does it look like? By vividly picturing your success, you're creating a powerful emotional connection to your goals, fueling your motivation to keep going. But what about those days when motivation seems elusive, no matter what you do? This is where the power of habit comes in. By establishing strong routines and habits, you create a framework that can carry you through even when your motivation tank is running on empty. Remember, motivation isn't about feeling constantly excited and energized. It's about showing up and doing the work, even on days when you don't feel like it. This is where the concept of mood follows action comes into play. Often, the simple act of starting can generate its own motivation. One effective strategy for rekindling motivation during challenging times is to break your tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks. Instead of focusing on the daunting big picture, concentrate on the next small step you can take. Each small victory can provide a boost of motivation to keep you moving forward. Don't underestimate the power of your environment in fueling your motivation. Surround yourself with people who support your goals and inspire you to keep going. Create a physical space that energizes you and reminds you of your aspirations. Lastly, remember to celebrate your progress along the way. Acknowledge your wins, no matter how small. Each step forward is a victory, and recognizing your progress can provide a powerful motivational boost. By implementing these sustainable motivation strategies, you're not just filling up your motivation tank. You're creating a perpetual energy source for your consistency engine. With these tools at your disposal, you're well equipped to navigate the ups and downs of your consistency journey, keeping your engine running smoothly towards your goals. Chapter 7: Habit Stacking, the best consistency method. You've discovered the power of consistency and learned strategies to fuel your motivation. But what if there was a way to make consistency feel almost effortless? A method that could transform your daily routine into a powerful force for positive change. Enter the world of habit stacking, a simple yet revolutionary approach to building consistency one small step at a time. Imagine your existing habits as sturdy bricks in the foundation of your daily life. Now, Picture yourself carefully placing new bricks on top of these existing ones, creating a structure of positive behaviors that reaches towards the sky. This is the essence of habit stacking, a technique that leverages your current routines to seamlessly integrate new habits into your life. But how does this magical process work? It's all about using the natural flow of your day to your advantage. Think about your morning routine. You probably brush your teeth without even thinking about it, right? What if you could use that automatic behavior as a trigger for a new habit you want to develop? Here's how you can start building your own habit stack. First, identify a current habit that you perform consistently every day. This could be something as simple as making your morning coffee or putting on your shoes. This existing habit will serve as the foundation for your new behavior. Next, choose a new habit you want to incorporate into your routine. Remember, start small. If you want to begin a meditation practice, don't aim for an hour-long session right off the bat. Instead, start with just 2 minutes of mindful breathing. Now, here's where the magic happens. Create a clear, specific statement that links your new habit to your existing one. For example, after I pour my morning coffee, I will take 2 minutes to practice mindful breathing. This statement becomes your mantra, a bridge connecting your established routine to your desired new behavior. The key to success with habit stacking is repetition. Consistently perform your new habit immediately after your established one. Over time, this pairing will become automatic, and your new habit will feel as natural as the original one. But what if you stumble along the way? Remember, consistency isn't about perfection. It's about progress. If you miss a day, don't let it derail your entire efforts. Simply acknowledge the slip and recommit to your habit stack the next day. To increase your chances of success, consider these practical tips. Start with habits that are so small they seem almost trivial. The easier the habit, the more likely you are to stick with it. As you build confidence, you can gradually increase the complexity or duration of your new habits. Be specific about when and where you'll perform your new habit. Instead of a vague goal like, "I'll meditate more," tie it to a specific time and place. "I'll meditate for 2 minutes in my bedroom, right after I make my bed." Use visual cues to remind yourself of your habit stack. A simple sticky note on your bathroom mirror or a reminder on your phone can serve as a powerful prompt. Track your progress. Keeping a record of your consistency can be incredibly motivating. Each day, you successfully complete your habit stack. Mark it on a calendar or in a habit tracking app. Watching your streak grow can be a powerful motivator to keep going. By implementing habit stacking, you're not just adding new behaviors to your routine. You're reshaping your identity, one small action at a time. Each successful repetition of your habit stack is a vote for the person you want to become. It's a powerful affirmation that you are someone who follows through, someone who is consistent, someone who achieves their goals. As you continue on your journey towards unbreakable consistency, remember that every small step counts. Your habit stack might seem insignificant at first, but over time, these tiny actions compound into remarkable change. You're not just stacking habits, you're building the foundation for the life you've always dreamed of. Chapter 8. Tracking your progress. As you embark on your journey to harness the power of consistency, you might wonder, how can you truly know if you're making progress? What if there was a way to measure your growth, to see your efforts taking shape before your eyes? Enter the world of progress tracking, your personal scorecard on the path to unbreakable consistency. Imagine having a crystal clear view of your journey, every step illuminated like stars in the night sky. This is the magic of tracking your progress. It's not just about ticking boxes or filling out charts. It's about creating a living, breathing record of your transformation. But why is this so powerful? Think of your consistency journey as a long hike up a mountain. Without markers along the way, it's easy to lose sight of how far you've come. Progress tracking acts as your trail map, showing you the distance you've covered and the peaks you've conquered. The psychological benefits of this practice are profound. Each time you record a completed task or a goal achieved, you're not just making a mark on paper or screen. You're sending a powerful message to your subconscious mind. I am someone who follows through. I am consistent. I am unstoppable. This positive reinforcement creates a feedback loop of success. The more you see your progress, the more motivated you become. And the more motivated you are, the more progress you make. It's a beautiful cycle that propels you forward, even on days when your motivation might waver. But how exactly do you track your consistency? The good news is, there's no one-size-fits-all approach. You have a wealth of options at your fingertips, each with its own unique benefits. For those who love the tactile experience of pen and paper, a simple journal can be a powerful tool. There's something deeply satisfying about physically writing down your accomplishments, feeling the pen glide across the page as you document your journey. If you're more digitally inclined, the world of apps and software offers endless possibilities. Imagine having a personal consistency coach in your pocket, ready to remind you of your goals and celebrate your victories. These digital tools can automatically generate progress reports, giving you a bird's-eye view of your consistency journey. For the data enthusiasts among us, spreadsheets can be a goldmine of insights. You can track multiple habits simultaneously, create visual representations of your progress, and even analyze trends in your consistency over time. But remember, the most effective tracking method is the one you'll actually use. Start simple. Choose a method that feels natural and easy to incorporate into your daily routine. As you build the habit of tracking, you can always expand and refine your system. As you begin this practice, you might be surprised by what you discover. Perhaps you'll notice patterns in your behavior you never recognized before. Maybe you'll find that certain days or times are particularly challenging for maintaining consistency. This knowledge is power. It allows you to adjust your approach and set yourself up for even greater success. And here's a little secret. The act of tracking itself can become a powerful consistency-building habit. By committing to record your progress daily, you're already taking a significant step towards unbreakable consistency. So, are you ready to start keeping score? To watch your small, consistent actions add up to monumental change, your consistency scorecard awaits, ready to illuminate your path to success. Remember, every mark you make is a testament to your commitment, a celebration of your progress, and a step closer to the consistent, unstoppable version of yourself you're creating. Chapter 9. The Consistency Mindset. Psychological Benefits and Challenges. As you embark on your journey to harness the power of consistency, have you ever wondered about the profound impact it can have on your mind? The consistency mindset isn't just about achieving your goals. It's about reshaping your entire mental landscape. But what exactly happens in your brain when you commit to consistent action? Imagine your mind as a garden. Each consistent action you take is like planting a seed of positivity. Over time, these seeds grow into a lush landscape of mental well-being. The psychological benefits of consistency are far-reaching, touching every aspect of your life. When you maintain consistency, you're not just changing your habits, you're rewiring your brain. This rewiring process leads to increased emotional stability. Think about it. When you know what to expect from yourself each day, you create a sense of predictability that can significantly reduce stress and anxiety. But it's not just about feeling calmer. Consistency also boosts your self-esteem. Each time you follow through on a commitment, you're sending a powerful message to yourself. I am reliable. I am capable. I can trust myself. This self-trust is the foundation of unshakable confidence. However, the path to consistency isn't always smooth. Your mind might throw up roadblocks along the way. One of the biggest challenges is dealing with the fluctuation of motivation. Some days, you'll feel on top of the world, ready to conquer anything. Other days, just getting out of bed might feel like a monumental task. Another hurdle is the human tendency to value immediate rewards over future benefits. Your brain is wired for instant gratification, which can make it challenging to stick to long-term goals. It's like having a constant tug of war between your present self and your future self. So, how do you develop a consistency-oriented mindset in the face of these challenges? The key lies in embracing the present moment. Instead of getting overwhelmed by long-term goals, focus on what you can do right now. Ask yourself, what small step can I take today that aligns with my goals? Another powerful strategy is to stop negotiating with yourself. When you start making excuses or bargaining, I'll only do half my workout today. Catch yourself. Recognize this self-negotiation for what it is, a sneaky form of procrastination. Celebrating small wins is crucial in maintaining a consistency mindset. Did you stick to your morning routine today? That's worth celebrating. By acknowledging these small victories, you create a positive feedback loop that fuels your motivation. Developing self-compassion is another vital aspect of the consistency mindset. On days when you fall short of your goals, treat yourself with kindness. Remember, consistency isn't about perfection. It's about progress. As you continue on your consistency journey, you'll likely notice changes in how you think and feel. You might find yourself becoming more patient, more resilient in the face of setbacks. You may even start to view challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth. Remember, the consistency mindset isn't something you achieve overnight. It's a skill you develop over time, through practice and persistence. Each day is a new opportunity to strengthen this mindset, to plant more seeds in your mental garden. So, are you ready to embrace the consistency mindset, to reap the psychological benefits and face the challenges head-on? Your journey to mental well-being through consistency starts now. Every small, consistent action you take is a step towards a more balanced, confident, and resilient you. Chapter 10. Bouncing Back. Recovering from consistency setbacks. You've learned about the power of consistency and how it can transform your life. But what happens when life throws you a curveball? When despite your best intentions, you find yourself slipping off track? Don't worry, you're not alone. Even the most dedicated individuals face setbacks on their journey to consistency. Think of your consistency journey as a long road trip. You've planned your route, packed your bags, and set off with enthusiasm. But suddenly, you hit an unexpected detour. How do you handle this bump in the road? The answer lies in your ability to bounce back. Setbacks are not just normal. They're an essential part of your growth. Each time you stumble and get back up, you're building resilience. It's like strengthening a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger it becomes. So instead of viewing setbacks as failures, see them as opportunities to flex your comeback muscle. But how exactly do you bounce back when you've fallen off the consistency wagon? It starts with forgiveness. Be kind to yourself. Acknowledge that you're human and that perfection isn't the goal. Take a deep breath and remember why you started this journey in the first place. Once you've forgiven yourself, it's time to assess the situation. What caused you to veer off course? Was it an external factor, like an unexpected work project? Or was it internal, like a dip in motivation? Understanding the root cause can help you prevent similar setbacks in the future. Now, let's get you back on track. Start small. Don't try to jump back in at full speed. Instead, take one small step in the right direction. If you've missed a week of workouts, don't aim for a 2-hour gym session on your first day back. Start with a 10-minute walk. Remember, progress, not perfection, is the goal. As you rebuild your consistency, consider adjusting your approach. Maybe your original plan was too ambitious. There's no shame in modifying your goals to make them more achievable. The key is to keep moving forward, no matter how small the steps. One powerful tool in your comeback arsenal is visualization. Close your eyes and picture yourself back on track, consistently working towards your goals. How does it feel? What does it look like? By vividly imagining your success, you're priming your mind for a strong comeback. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. Reach out to your support system. Share your struggles and your determination to get back on track. Sometimes, simply voicing your commitment to someone else can reignite your motivation. History is filled with inspiring comeback stories. Think of the world-renowned inventors who faced countless failures before achieving success, or the athletes who bounced back from career-threatening injuries to reach new heights. These individuals didn't let setbacks define them. Instead, they used them as fuel to propel themselves forward. Your setback story can be just as inspiring. Each time you bounce back, you're not just recovering, you're growing stronger. You're proving to yourself that you have the resilience to overcome obstacles and the determination to keep pushing forward. So, the next time you find yourself off track, remember, it's not about never falling. It's about always getting back up. Your consistency journey isn't a straight line. It's a series of comebacks. And with each comeback, you're one step closer to becoming the consistent, unstoppable version of yourself you're meant to be. Are you ready to turn your setback into a comeback? The power to bounce back lies within you. It's time to dust yourself off, realign with your goals, and step back onto your path of consistency. Your comeback story starts now. Chapter 11. Goal Setting for Consistency. The Smart Approach. Now that you're ready to harness the power of consistency, let's explore a powerful tool that can supercharge your journey. Have you ever set a goal only to find it slipping away like sand through your fingers? What if there was a method that could transform your vague aspirations into concrete, achievable targets? Enter the world of smart goal setting, a revolutionary approach that turns dreams into reality. But what exactly does SMART stand for? And how can it fuel your consistency engine? Imagine your goals as a roadmap to your desired destination. Without clear directions, you might find yourself wandering aimlessly, never quite reaching where you want to be. SMART goals act as your personal GPS, guiding you step by step towards success. Let's break down this powerful acronym. S stands for specific. Your goal should be clear and well-defined. Instead of saying, I want to get in shape, a specific goal would be, I want to run a 5K race. M is for measurable. How will you track your progress? A measurable goal might be, I will save $500 in 3 months. A represents achievable. Your goal should stretch you, but still be within reach. R stands for relevant. Ensure your goal aligns with your broader life objectives. Finally, T is for time-bound. Set a deadline to create urgency and motivation. But how does this apply to real life? Picture this. Instead of a vague intention to read more, a SMART goal would be, I will read 1 book per month for the next 6 months. For fitness enthusiasts, rather than simply aiming to get stronger, a SMART goal might be, I will increase my bench press by 20 pounds in the next 12 weeks. In your career, instead of hoping to advance, you might set a SMART goal to complete a professional certification course within the next 4 months. For personal growth, rather than a general desire to be more mindful. You could aim to meditate for 10 minutes every morning for the next 30 days. Now, you might be wondering, how does this approach enhance consistency? The magic lies in its clarity and structure. When your goals are specific and measurable, you know exactly what you're working towards. There's no room for ambiguity or excuses. The achievable aspect ensures you're not setting yourself up for failure with unrealistic expectations. By making your goals relevant, you tap into intrinsic motivation, the most powerful fuel for consistency. And with a time-bound element, you create a sense of urgency that keeps you moving forward. Think of SMART goals as the foundation of your consistency castle. Each clearly defined objective is like a sturdy brick, building a structure of habits and achievements. As you consistently work towards these well-crafted goals, you're not just making progress. You're reinforcing your identity as someone who follows through. But remember, the power of SMART goals isn't just in setting them. It's in the daily actions they inspire. Each small step you take, guided by your SMART objectives, is a vote for the person you're becoming. It's these consistent actions, fueled by clear direction, that ultimately lead to transformative change. So are you ready to transform your aspirations into actionable SMART goals? To harness the power of clarity and structure in your consistency journey? Your roadmap to success awaits, ready to guide you towards the life you've always dreamed of. The question is, what will your first SMART goal be? Chapter 12. Leveraging accountability to stay consistent. You've set your SMART goals, and you're ready to embark on your consistency journey. But have you ever felt like you're fighting an uphill battle alone? What if there was a secret weapon that could make your path to consistency not just easier, but also more enjoyable? Enter the world of accountability, a powerful force that can transform your solitary struggle into a supported journey. But what exactly is accountability, and how can it supercharge your consistency efforts? Imagine having a personal cheerleader, coach, and motivator, all rolled into one. Someone who celebrates your wins, helps you navigate challenges, and keeps you on track when motivation wanes. This is the essence of accountability. But accountability isn't just about having someone to report to. It's about creating a support system that aligns with your goals and values. Think of it as building a team of allies in your quest for consistency. So how can you harness this powerful tool? Start by identifying potential accountability partners. These could be friends, family members, colleagues, or even online communities who share similar goals. The key is to choose someone who will offer both support and honest feedback. Once you've found your accountability partner, set clear expectations. Decide how often you'll check in, what progress you'll report, and how you'll handle setbacks. This structure creates a framework for your accountability relationship, ensuring it remains focused and effective. But accountability doesn't have to be limited to personal relationships. Professional accountability can be equally powerful. Consider finding a mentor in your field or joining a mastermind group. These connections not only keep you accountable, but also provide valuable insights and networking opportunities. In our digital age, accountability has taken on new forms. Apps and online platforms can serve as virtual accountability partners, sending reminders, tracking progress, and even connecting you with like-minded individuals. These tools can be particularly useful for those who prefer a more flexible or anonymous approach to accountability. Remember, the goal of accountability isn't to create pressure or guilt. Instead, it's about fostering a supportive environment that encourages consistency. Your accountability partner should be someone who motivates you to keep going, even when the going gets tough. As you embrace accountability, you might notice a shift in your mindset. Tasks that once felt daunting become more manageable when shared. The knowledge that someone else is invested in your success can provide that extra push on days when your motivation falters. But accountability isn't just about having someone to report to. It's a two-way street. By being an accountability partner for someone else, you reinforce your own commitment to consistency. It's like teaching a subject. In explaining it to others, you deepen your own understanding. As you continue on your consistency journey, remember that accountability is a tool, not a crutch. The ultimate goal is to develop intrinsic motivation, the drive that comes from within. Use accountability as a stepping stone, gradually building your own consistency muscle. So, are you ready to unlock the accountability advantage? To transform your solitary struggle into a supported journey? Your consistency goals are within reach. And with the power of accountability, you're better equipped than ever to achieve them. The question is, who will you choose as your accountability ally? Chapter 13. Rewiring your brain using positive reinforcement. You've unlocked the power of accountability, but have you ever wondered if there's a way to make consistency feel effortless? What if you could train your brain to crave the very habits you're trying to build? Welcome to the fascinating world of positive reinforcement, where science meets self-improvement to create lasting change. Imagine your brain as a complex network of pathways. Each time you perform an action, you're creating a new path or strengthening an existing one. Positive reinforcement is like adding a smooth, inviting surface to these paths, making them more appealing to travel down. But how exactly does this work in the context of consistency? At its core, positive reinforcement is about rewarding desired behaviors. When you associate a positive outcome with a specific action, your brain starts to crave that action. It's like creating a shortcut to motivation, bypassing the need for willpower alone. This isn't just feel-good psychology. It's backed by solid scientific research. Studies have shown that when we experience something rewarding, our brains release dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and motivation. This dopamine release not only makes us feel good in the moment, but also reinforces the behavior that led to the reward. It's nature's way of saying, "Hey, that was great, let's do it again." But how can you harness this powerful mental mechanism to boost your consistency? The key lies in creating a reward system that aligns with your goals. Start by identifying small, achievable milestones along your consistency journey. Each time you reach one of these milestones, reward yourself in a meaningful way. Remember, the reward doesn't have to be big or expensive. It could be as simple as taking a relaxing bath after a week of consistent workouts, or treating yourself to your favorite coffee after completing a challenging task. The important thing is that the reward feels genuinely enjoyable to you. Consistency itself can become its own reward. As you start to see progress towards your goals, take a moment to acknowledge and celebrate your achievements. This self-acknowledgement acts as a form of internal positive reinforcement, strengthening your commitment to consistency. Another powerful technique is to use visual cues to track your progress. Consider creating a habit tracker or using a calendar to mark off each day you stick to your consistency goals. The simple act of seeing a chain of successful days can be incredibly motivating and reinforcing. Don't underestimate the power of social reinforcement either. Share your consistency goals with friends or family who can offer encouragement and praise. Their positive feedback can serve as external reinforcement, but further strengthening your commitment to consistency. As you implement these positive reinforcement strategies, you may notice a shift in how you perceive your consistency efforts. Tasks that once felt like chores begin to feel more rewarding. You might even start to look forward to the activities you're trying to make consistent. Remember, the goal isn't to rely on rewards forever. As you build stronger neural pathways associated with consistency, the behaviors themselves become more automatic and rewarding. You're essentially training your brain to crave consistency, making it an integral part of who you are. By leveraging the power of positive reinforcement, you're not just building habits, you're rewiring your brain for success. You're creating a positive feedback loop where consistency leads to rewards, which in turn fuels more consistency. It's a powerful cycle that can transform your approach to personal growth and goal achievement. So, are you ready to tap into the incredible potential of your brain? To use the science of positive reinforcement to make consistency not just achievable, but enjoyable. Your journey to effortless consistency starts now, one rewarding step at a time. Chapter 14. Consistency versus persistency. Understanding the difference. You've learned about the power of consistency, but have you ever wondered if there's another ingredient to success that's just as crucial? What if I told you that there's a close cousin to consistency that, when combined, creates an unstoppable force in your journey towards your dreams? Enter the world of persistence, the steadfast determination to keep going, even in the face of obstacles. But how does persistence differ from consistency, and why are both so vital for your long-term success? Think of consistency as the steady rhythm of your daily actions, the beat that keeps you moving forward day after day. Persistence, on the other hand, is the fire that burns within you, pushing you to overcome challenges and setbacks. While consistency is about showing up regularly, persistence is about not giving up when the going gets tough. Imagine you're building a house. Consistency would be laying one brick every day, rain or shine. Persistence would be the determination to keep building, even when you run out of bricks and have to find creative solutions. Both are essential to completing your dream home. But why are these two qualities so important for achieving your goals? Consistency creates habits and builds momentum. It's the foundation upon which success is built. Persistence, meanwhile, is what keeps you going when that foundation is tested. It's the strength that helps you weather storms and overcome obstacles. Think about the last time you faced a significant challenge in your life. Maybe you were learning a new skill or working towards a big goal. Consistency got you started, creating a routine and building your skills day by day. But when you hit a roadblock, and we all do, it was persistence that pushed you to find a way around, over, or through it. So how do you balance these two powerful forces? Start by setting clear, achievable goals. This gives your consistency a direction and your persistence a purpose. Create a routine that supports your goals, but be prepared to adapt when circumstances change. Remember, persistence isn't about blindly pushing forward. It's about finding new paths when the old ones are blocked. One powerful strategy is to reframe setbacks as learning opportunities. When you encounter an obstacle, instead of seeing it as a failure of your consistency, view it as a chance for your persistence to shine. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to grow stronger? Another key to balancing consistency and persistence is to celebrate small wins along the way. Acknowledge the days when you show up consistently, but also celebrate the times when you push through difficulties. This positive reinforcement can fuel both your consistent efforts and your persistent determination. Remember, persistence isn't just about gritting your teeth and pushing through. It's about maintaining a positive attitude in the face of challenges. It's about believing in yourself and your goals, even when progress seems slow. This unwavering belief can be the difference between giving up and breaking through to success. The benefits of cultivating both consistency and persistence are immense. Together, they create a powerful synergy that can propel you towards your goals faster than you ever thought possible. Consistency builds habits and skills, while persistence ensures you keep progressing even when faced with setbacks. Moreover, the combination of consistency and persistence develops resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity. This resilience isn't just useful for achieving your current goals. It's a life skill that will serve you in all areas of your life. As you continue on your journey, remember that consistency and persistence are like two wings of a bird. You need both to soar to the heights of your potential. Consistency provides a steady uplift, while persistence gives you the power to push through headwinds. So, are you ready to harness the combined power of consistency and persistence? To not only show up day after day, but also to push through when challenges arise. Your journey to unstoppable success starts now, fueled by the dynamic duo of consistency and persistence. Chapter 15. Slaying the Procrastination Dragon. You've learned about the power of consistency, but what happens when an invisible force seems to hold you back? Have you ever found yourself putting off important tasks, even when you know they're crucial for your success? This is the work of the procrastination dragon, a formidable foe that often stands between you and your goals. Procrastination isn't just about laziness or poor time management. It's a complex psychological phenomenon with deep roots in our minds. Understanding these roots is the first step in slaying this dragon. Think of procrastination as a protective mechanism, a way your brain tries to shield you from potential discomfort or failure. But in doing so, it often creates more stress and anxiety in the long run. So, how can you overcome this sneaky saboteur? The key lies in recognizing that procrastination is often driven by emotions rather than logic. When you put off a task, you're not rationally deciding it's unimportant. Instead, you're trying to avoid the negative feelings associated with it. One powerful strategy to combat procrastination is to focus on taking small, manageable steps. Instead of thinking about the entire project that needs to be done, break it down into tiny tasks that feel less daunting. Can you work on it for just 5 minutes? Often, once you start, you'll find it easier to keep going. Another effective approach is to create a more positive association with the task at hand. Instead of focusing on the potential discomfort or difficulty, try to connect it to your bigger goals and values. How will completing this task bring you closer to the life you want to create? Building anti-procrastination habits is also crucial in your battle against this dragon. One such habit is the 2-minute rule. If a task will take less than 2 minutes to complete, do it immediately rather than putting it off. This not only helps you tackle small tasks efficiently, but also builds momentum for larger projects. Creating a dedicated workspace can also be a powerful tool in your anti-procrastination arsenal. By having a specific area designated for work or important tasks, you're sending a signal to your brain that it's time to focus. This can help minimize distractions and make it easier to get started on challenging tasks. Remember, overcoming procrastination isn't about perfect execution. It's about progress and consistency. There will be days when the procrastination dragon seems to have the upper hand. But with each small victory, each task completed, despite the urge to put it off, you're growing stronger in your ability to slay this beast. As you continue on your journey to consistency, keep in mind that procrastination is a common challenge. You're not alone in this struggle. By understanding its roots, implementing strategies to overcome it, and building anti-procrastination habits, you're equipping yourself with the tools to defeat this formidable foe. So, are you ready to face the procrastination dragon head-on? to transform from someone who puts things off to someone who takes consistent action towards their goals. Your journey to becoming a procrastination-slaying, consistency-building force of nature starts now. The question is, what small step will you take today to begin this transformation? Chapter 16. The Consistency Revolution. Your Action Plan. You've learned about the power of consistency, discovered strategies to overcome obstacles, and even faced the procrastination dragon. But how do you bring it all together into a cohesive plan of action? What if there was a way to distill all this knowledge into a practical roadmap for success? Welcome to your consistency revolution. This is where theory meets practice, where ideas transform into action. It's time to take everything you've learned and turn it into a concrete plan that will revolutionize your approach to achieving your goals. Think of this as your personal consistency manifesto. It's not just about knowing what to do. It's about committing to a new way of living. This action plan isn't a magic bullet, but rather a compass that will guide you through the ups and downs of your consistency journey. So, what does this action plan look like? Let's break it down into manageable steps. First, start by setting clear, specific goals. Remember, vague aspirations lead to vague results. Instead of saying, "I want to be healthier," specify, "I will exercise for 30 minutes 5 days a week." Next, create a daily routine that supports your goals. Your routine is the foundation of your consistency. It's the series of small actions that, when repeated day after day, lead to significant change. Think about how you can structure your day to make consistency almost effortless. Now, let's talk about accountability. Who will you share your goals with? Having someone to check in with regularly can be a powerful motivator. This could be a friend, a family member, or even an online community of like-minded individuals. Don't forget to track your progress. Seeing how far you've come can be incredibly motivating. Consider using a habit tracker or journal to record your consistent actions. Every mark on that tracker is a vote for the person you're becoming. But what about when things get tough? Because they will. That's where your why comes in. Take some time to connect deeply with the reasons behind your goals. When you're clear on why consistency matters to you, it becomes easier to push through challenges. Remember, consistency isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Build forgiveness into your plan. If you miss a day, don't let it derail you. Simply acknowledge it and get back on track the next day. Now, here's where many people falter. They wait for the perfect moment to start. But here's the truth. There is no perfect moment. The best time to start your consistency journey is right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, but today. So, what small step can you take right now? Maybe it's writing down your goals or setting up your habit tracker. Perhaps it's reaching out to a potential accountability partner. Whatever it is, do it now. That first step, no matter how small, is powerful. It sets the wheels of your consistency revolution in motion. As you embark on this journey, remember that you're not just changing your habits. You're reshaping your identity. With each consistent action, you're becoming the person who achieves their goals, who follows through, who makes things happen. Your consistency revolution starts now. It's time to turn knowledge into action, to transform your life one consistent step at a time. The journey may not always be easy, but it will always be worth it. Are you ready to revolutionize your life through the power of consistency? Chapter 17. Embracing your consistent future. Imagine stepping into a future where consistency is as natural as breathing. What does that world look like for you? In this reality, you've become the master of your habits, the architect of your success. Each day unfolds with purpose. your actions aligned with your deepest aspirations. This isn't just a dream, it's the potential that lies within your grasp. By embracing consistency, you're not just changing your habits, you're reshaping your entire life. Think about the ripple effects of your consistent actions. How might they transform your relationships, your career, your health? The power of small daily choices compounds over time, creating a future beyond what you once thought possible. Are you ready to step into this consistent future? To become the person who not only sets goals, but achieves them with unwavering dedication. Your journey to this transformed reality begins with a single step, taken today and repeated tomorrow. What will your first step be?